Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 9 p.m. English News Edition brought to you live from RTD channel. And tonight, as headlines, we have Djibouti hosts the third meeting of the East African Regional Ministerial Steering Committee concerning health. Official launch of the program M2EE-ICC by the Ministry of Youth and Culture. And Iran retaliates with first-time use of Fatah hypersonic missiles. Those were the top stories, and welcome back in our newsroom. Tonight, news begin with a high-level delegation, Djiboutian delegation visiting Qatar to reinforce economic ties. A high-level Djiboutian delegation led by Minister of Finance and Economy Ilyas Moussa Dawali held important meetings in Qatar with senior Qatari officials. This official visit, which also included Djibouti's ambassador to Qatar, Tayyib Dubad, resulted in significant progress toward reinforcing economic cooperation between the two countries. And during a warm and friendly meeting with Fahad bin Hamad Al Sulaiti, Director General of the Qatar Fund for Development, the two sides discussed ambitious projects aimed at accelerating Djibouti's economic development, and several innovative initiatives were presented, including a business park for micro, small, and medium-sized enterprises. This park is expected to serve over 5,000 Djiboutian entrepreneurs, offering shared services and a dynamic environment for local business growth. Another key project, the Plug and Play Innovation Hub, will support young and female entrepreneurs. And still with the national news, as I said at the top stories, Djibouti hosts a regional health leadership meeting for East Africa. The Republic of Djibouti had the honor of hosting the regional ministerial steering committee for East Africa, a strategic platform focused on enhancing regional cooperation in public health. The event was held under the leadership of Djibouti's health Minister Dr. Ahmed Robli, in partnership with the African Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and several other regional and international organizations. Ministers of health from member countries attended the meeting, along with senior officials and representatives from partner organizations such as the World Health Organization, the African Union, and IGAD. The main goal was to assess progress in integrating regional health policies, improve coordination against cross-border health threats, and accelerate the implementation of previous commitments. The opening ceremony brought together several high-level figures, including Dr. Ali Haji Adam, Minister of Health of the Federal Republic of Somalia, and representative of international and regional bodies. And during the event, awards were presented.
To welcome you all to this third meeting of the Eastern Africa Regional Ministerial Steering Committee that is being held in this majestic and indeed striking city of Djibouti. Let me first extend deep appreciation to the government and the people of Djibouti for the warm hospitality and the excellent facilities provided for this gathering. This country, graced by the timeless beauty of the Red Sea, stands as a bridge between continents and a symbol of resilience, sovereignty, and indeed strategic strength. The Red Sea, which happens to be visible to all of us just beyond our meeting walls, has for centuries been a lifeline for trade, migration, and cooperation. And so today, as we gather to strengthen the public health security across Eastern Africa, it reminds us of the importance of connection, collaboration, and safe passage, not only in the commerce, but also in health and human development.
And for his part, the Minister of Health of the Federal Republic of Somalia, Dr. Ali Haji Adan, who is also the outgoing chair of the UNESCO Ministerial Committee, expressed satisfaction with the achievement made during his term. Let's hear it from him.
This momentous occasion, as we gather here, our region's health security faces unprecedented challenges: climate-sensitive disease outbreaks, protracted humanitarian crisis, and gaps in health system resilience. The recent multi-country cholera pandemic, mpox, dengue, and conflict-driven health emergencies remind us that regional solidarity is not optional, it is existential. Our Africa CDC regional coordinating centers are the bedrock of this solidarity. It was a privilege and honor for me to have been given the opportunity to lead and serve as the chair of Africa CDC Regional Steering Committee over the past 3 years. Our regional coordinating centers have delivered tangible results. Number one, strengthened regional surveillance and laboratory networks and diagnostic capacities. The regional reference labs continued supporting the development and operationalization of regional integrated surveillance and laboratory networks. Reference labs within their jurisdictions. Expanded support for laboratory quality management systems and coordinated regional proficiency testing programs. Facilitated training and sample referral for genomic sequencing, surveillance, and digital disease reporting using platforms like event-based surveillance and enhancing tracking of pathogen evolution, example cholera, COVID-19 variants. Facilitated faster outbreak responses across borders, saving lives during cholera, Ebola, and Marburg threats.
And during his opening speech at the third meeting of the East African Regional Ministerial Steering Committee, Djibouti's Health Minister Dr. Ahmed Roble praised regional solidarity and reaffirms commitment to a unified health vision for East Africa. He said Djibouti is set to take over the chairmanship of the UNESCO Ministerial Committee, reaffirming its commitment to advancing coordinated health policies and regional responses to public health challenges in East Africa. The Health Minister of Djibouti presses the strong spirit of regional cooperation that has marked the committee's work. He emphasized the importance of joining efforts to face health challenges in the region. He stated Djibouti once again confirmed its commitment to supporting a shared vision for a healthier, more resilient, and more integrated East Africa. The minister also highlighted the need for continuous collaboration between countries to strengthen health systems and respond effectively to emergencies. The Health Minister, Dr. Ahmed Roble, concluded by calling on all member states to work together for the well-being of the Djiboutian population. And Djibouti elected the chair of East Africa Regional Ministerial Steering Committee. The country has been honored with the election to chair the East Africa Regional Ministerial Steering Committee, while Tanzania was appointed as vice chair. This election marks a significant milestone in Djibouti's commitment to promoting regional cooperation and strengthening development initiatives across East Africa. The Regional Steering Committee aims to coordinate efforts among member states to address common challenges, particularly in health, security, and sustainable development. Djibouti's presidency reflects the confidence of neighboring countries and highlights the country's key role. And still with the national news, Djibouti launched a program to support entrepreneurship in cultural and creative industries. This morning, the National Libraries and Archives Directorate under the agency under the National Agency for the Promotion of Culture officially launched a new program titled Creating a Supportive Environment for Entrepreneurship in Cultural and Creative Industries. The event was attended by Dr. Hibo Mumin Asowi, Minister of Youth and Culture, alongside a distinguished group of national and international stakeholders. And among the guests were Mohamed Hussein Douali, Director General of the National Agency for the Promotion of Culture, representative from the European Union, the UNESCO office in Djibouti, the Japanese ambassador, the Deputy Resident Representative of the United Nations Development Programme, UNFDP, as well as officials from a public institution, the private sector, and non-profit organization funded by the European Union and technically supported by UNESCO. This comprehensive program aims to put in place a conducive environment. And in his address, UNESCO National Office head highlights the importance of a workshop for cultural and creative industries. In her speech, the head of the UNESCO National Office described this workshop as a key step toward activating the project aimed at creating a sustainable synergy among cultural stakeholders, institutions, and the economy while stimulating a dynamic national creative ecosystem. Meanwhile, the European Union representative in Djibouti emphasized the shared commitment of the European Union and UNESCO to cultural diversity, innovation, and supporting creative economies as drivers of employment, social cohesion, and sustainable development. And Mohamed Hussein Douali, Director General of the National Agency for the Promotion of Culture, did not fail to highlight the crucial role of the new program in reinforcing the cultural and creative industries in Djibouti. He emphasized the importance of fostering collaboration between cultural institutions, economic actors, and the creative sector to build a vibrant and sustainable ecosystem. He also pointed out that supporting entrepreneurship in these industries is vital for creating economic opportunities, especially for young people, and for preserving and promoting Djibouti's rich cultural heritage. Mr. Douali expressed his confidence that the joint efforts supported by the European Union and UNESCO will significantly contribute to the country's sustainable development goals. And for her part, the Minister of Youth and Culture of Djibouti, Dr. Hibo Mumin Asowi, addressed national and international experts, young creators, artists, cultural entrepreneurs, sector leaders, and Director General of MPC. She expressed her great pride and joy on the occasion of the official launch of the MDECC project aimed at creating a supportive ecosystem for entrepreneurship in the cultural and creative industries. She recalled that since 2021, her ministry has been actively committed to supporting youth and culture through various initiatives such as forums, exhibitions, and the grand prize from the head of state, President Ismail Omar Guelleh, whom she described as a strong supporter of youth and culture. The minister emphasized Djibouti's unique cultural richness carried by a talented, creative, and ambitious youth. She highlighted the diversity of artists, musicians, designers, filmmakers, artisans, writers, and stylists who embody a dynamic energy that promotes the country's identity and heritage. However, the Youth and Culture Minister acknowledged that this creativity faces structural challenges, including the lack of appropriate legal framework, difficulties accessing funding, and the absence of a clear sectoral strategy, which prevents many young talent from turning their pension into a sustainable and dignified profession, leaving them confined to informal activities. And the Minister Hibo affirmed that this initiative will mark a new chapter and build a new paradigm where culture is recognized not only as a party but as a full-fledged economic sector. Another news now, the Ministry of Environment and Sustainable Development, in close collaboration with the United Nations Development Programme, UNFDP, organized a workshop to launch the 8th operational phase of the microfinance program under the Global Environment Facility. The event was held at the Kempeski Palace Hotel and brought together government representatives, UN agencies, civil society organizations, and other development partners. This flagship program aims to reinforce the capacity of local communities by financing small-scale initiatives that contribute to environmental preservation, climate change adaptation, and the promotion of sustainable development. Through this partnership, the UNDP reaffirmed its commitment to supporting innovative and sustainable community initiatives that contribute to a greener and more resilient future. The acting Secretary General of the Ministry of Environment stated that the Ministry of Environment and Sustainable Development, in close collaboration with the UNFDP, had organized a workshop to launch the eighth phase of the microfinance program under the Global Environment Facility. The event, he said, held at the Campeski Palace Hotel, has brought together government officials and UN agencies. He explained that this program aimed to reinforce local communities' capacities by funding small-scale initiatives supporting environmental protection, climate change. Finally, he emphasized that through this partnership, the UNDP renewed its commitment to backing innovative and sustainable community projects contributing to a greener and more resilient future. This morning, the third workshop of the Parade Awareness Campaign was held at the headquarters of the National Union of Djiboutian Women, UNFD, the project co-financed by the European Union and the French Development Agency, and led by the National Office for Water and Sanitation of Djibouti, ONEAD, aims to reinforce the city's sanitation network with particular focus on neighborhood 5, 6, 7, 7Ps, and Cité Stade. The event will focus on neighborhood 7Ps, providing information and mobilize residents about the project upcoming works, the sanitation network, a technical and financial aspect, and health implementation. The workshop was conducted by EcoHumans Consulting with operational support from UNFD, whose commitment to the Djiboutian population, especially women. In sports now, following the successful launch of the multi-sport challenges at Cité Salama, the momentum continued with the enthusiasm at the Boulaous Commune, especially at Goulet Stadium as part of the Challenge Total Sport Tour. The second day took place after the event in Balbala Commune, demonstrating the commitment of the State Secretary for Sport to cover the entire capital during the school holidays. Participants from various neighborhoods within the commune competed in friendly matches across 4 disciplines. The event once again saw strong engagement from both the public and officials. Among those present were Ahmed Ali, Deputy Director General of the National Agency for Sport Promotion, Asha Ali Hassan, Head of the Financial Services at the SES, and Farhiyaf Hassan, Head of Mass Sport Services. Several other SES officials and technicians also supported the event. The best talents were invited to the podium to receive different prizes from the officials. And now, this press release, the State Secretary for Sport will organize a march to honor the martyrs of our independence on Tuesday, June 24, 2025 at 4 p.m. The march will begin from Angela roundabout and will proceed to the People's Palace. And still with the national news, for the fifth consecutive year, the Djiboutian Coast Guard has proudly claimed the national table tennis crown, winning the coveted title of the 2024-2025 National Table Tennis Championship with distinction. The match took place in the presence of Omar Mahmoud, President of the Djiboutian Table Tennis Federation, Lieutenant Suleiman Awali Ali, Sport Officer of the Djiboutian Coast Guard, Lieutenant Hamza Sayed, the Sport Officer of the National Gendarmerie, and a lively crowd of enthusiastic supporters. This victory marks the culmination of an outstanding journey filled with months of dedicated effort, sacrifice, and unwavering determination. And the exceptional leadership, the players of the Djiboutian Coast Guard delivered an outstanding performance, combining technical skill with the true team spirit. The intensity of the decisive match captivated the audience, who witnessed a high-level sporting spectacle where each team competed with courage and resolve. Ultimately, it was with indescribable joy that the Djiboutian Coast Guard celebrated their victory once again, engraving their name in the golden letters in the history of National Table Tennis Federation. In his address, the Secretary General of the Table Tennis Federation expressed his great pride in the players' performances this season, emphasizing that their dedication and team spirit were exemplary. He added that this success was a reflection of everyone's hard work. Furthermore, he did not fail to highlight the importance of continued support and investment in the sport to maintain this level of excellence. Let's turn now to the world news. Israel and Iran engaged in a series of attacks starting early Wednesday, with Iran using its new hypersonic missile, the Fatah, targeting Israeli sites. Israel responded with air raids on Tehran, hitting military and nuclear facilities. Iran retaliated by launching multiple missiles toward Israel, some of which caused explosion and damage in Tel Aviv. Experts say that the Fatah missile is highly advanced, capable of extremely high speed and precise targeting. So that's it for tonight news. Thanks for being with us and have a good night.